Yes, people. Team Talk Podcast episode 19. Myself, Samuel Law. Got Coach. Me, what you saying, bruv?
Yeah, back again.
I got Tabs. What you saying, fam?
Yeah, you know.
Listen, let's get straight to it. 6-0. What are we saying? What are we really talking about, guys? Yeah? First of all, I want to take my credit, yeah? Last week on the podcast, are you going to co-sign this?
Yeah,
I did say, 100%. You said, you know what, it could be like a close game. It won't be like Arsenal City. I said, you know what, Chelsea away from home, it's like their mentality is just it's a mess. Yeah.
Summer. Let me just say, first things first, City are just mad. Like, this was clinical Pep Guardiola football. Like 4-0 at half time for like top 4 team. Like the last time that happened was us when we got 6-0, 6-1 at Old Trafford.
Yeah. But Coach, you said what did you say? You said City would love to play a team like Arsenal right now, yeah? Because Arsenal are just kind of like a soft belly, they're going to let you play. Was you expecting that kind of game against Chelsea today?
No, not at all. But remember when I said last week as well, in terms of, I wouldn't be surprised if any result, when you said they were going to get blown out, I wouldn't be surprised by that. Because Bournemouth's already done it. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's Bournemouth. If it was a tight 2-1 to Man City, I wouldn't be surprised with that. It's just how Chelsea are playing this season. They're just a bag of rebels.
Do they choose when they want to play? Or is it a thing where when they come up against that better quality, they struggle? Or
they don't choose when they want to play. Is their deficiencies are exposed by better teams.
What's their deficiencies? Because that's a good point.
You're saying work rate. And for me, it starts from the player in the team that I don't know what he does in the team. I don't know what Jorginho does.
No. To be honest, today it wasn't about work rate. Give credit where it's due. City just finished them.
But to play City, you need work rate, I feel.
No. It's not. It's not even work rate. Like, look at the Bournemouth match. Yeah, it was mistakes everywhere on the pitch. Yeah, but today City just came out
clinical. They look flawless.
Today was mistakes as well. Look at that first goal. Hazard has checked his shoulder. Obviously, Alonso's made.
You messaged me.
Alonso's made the first mistake by going into the box. Well, you know City ain't got no target man. So why do you need to go in the box? If you cross it, I'm sure Rudiger and David Luiz can deal with the situation. They don't cross the ball. City are not like that. So his first mistake. Then Hazard has checked his shoulder. I don't know who it was on the pitch, but told Hazard, yo, go and mark. Listen, go and mark Silva quickly before they take it. Hazard's checked his shoulder. I don't want to mark him, man. That's long. Through ball, bang, goal. Simple. That was the end of the game right there. Because now Chelsea, like Sarri said post-match, you are now, your game plan's out the window. You now have to go and chase the game.
And City's the one team you don't want to go down.
But to be 4-0 down at 20 minutes.
Yeah, because they're going to chase the game. They don't know how to park the bus or anything like that, or stop the bleeding or what. Look at the players they have.
Let's talk about Surrey ball. Like, what is Surrey ball?
Yeah,
like,
you said Jorginho, Coach, yeah? You don't know what he does. And I think in the group, yeah, we were all saying, what's going on with Jorginho? Like, it just seems like he's getting overrun. And you're going to get overrun against City.
What has it done, yeah? Because basically, Surrey's took Kante from his best position and put him on the right. And took Jorginho because he's his player that he's thinking, you know what, I'm going to stick to this player. Whatever happens, I'm going to put him at the same position every time. But Jorginho has not done anything.
What attributes do you think Sarri sees in Jorginho that he's justifying him playing there? What do you think he sees?
It must be pass completion, as well as he trusts him from Napoli. So from his Napoli days, that's where he's got George. But my problem,
all right, I didn't see Jorginho enough. Yeah, so tell me what he did last season.
What I'm saying is that I'm not a Jorginho fan, so I don't even know when it comes to Premiership and Italian football. That's two different ball games there. My thing is, I'm not doing the traditional thing where I'm blaming Sarri for not playing Kante in that position, because I think Kante, where he's been playing this season, has been good. He's been popping up with goals. His energy to break the lines of the back.
Are you playing him in his best position?
No, but what I'm saying, let me finish. This is what I'm saying. Let me finish.
Coach.
When Kante is breaking forward, and he's breaking the lines, it's great. But the only thing is, you need another player like Kante behind him. That's the problem where Jorginho. That's where you expose your flaws. Kante can do it all.
Like, you've got a player like Kante. You're saying you need another player like Kante to be in his position. Why don't you put Kante in his position and then you play everyone else? Like, you've got
who's everyone else?
No. There's Hudson-Odoi.
You're not playing him.
No, they're not playing him. There's Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek can play forward, but Sarri is literally in his head. Is gone. This is my player. I'm gonna put him here. Come what may come. Like, I'll just put my player there. Like, what other manager in your thoughts? What other manager can actually play Kante on the right? No one else.
What I'm saying in terms of Chelsea, we all know it's just not the manager as well, man.
It's the manager.
Let's stick with Jorginho first. We're gonna get to that.
Okay, I'm saying the reason why I say it's just not the manager or whatnot.
That's like playing Ronaldo in defensive midfield.
Because it's not that far. Because Kante can play ball.
Hold on, Summer. This, the reason why I'm saying that is, why have a player who can play defensive midfield flawless, playing
one of the best in that position?
Like, why would you have that? Like, that's like saying, as the thing I'm saying, like, take Ronaldo, put him in defensive mid. Why
Ronaldo can't play defensive mid.
You can't.
Kante can play centre mid. No. So Kante is the best at DM. But but him playing CM, he can do that. No. But you're taking away from what he can really offer the team. That's what it is. But wait, with Jorginho,
there it goes.
He's got the highest pass, I think, completion in the league, and he ain't got one assist.
No, but what I'm saying is that in his position, you're not really looking for assists like that.
Yeah, but shout out Kev, yeah. He's not a Pirlo. He's not even creating. And the thing is, shout out Kev. Kev said Jorginho is basically another Cleverly. Like, you get me? And it's a good shout, innit? Because it's bare left and right, bro.
What's pass completion? Pass completion could be like a 2-yard pass.
Yeah.
Give it to me, give it to you, give it to me, give it to you. Like, that's it. But Jorginho is not moving forward. Yeah, that's done. Like,
let's talk about the Chelsea, actually the players' mentality, because I've got a Chelsea mate, and all throughout the game I was messaging him, and he was in a group, my other group, and he's basically blaming Sarri. Yeah, only Sarri, and I'm like, hold on, bro, you got to look at the players, because the players here, it seems like they're choosing when they're gonna put the extra shift in.
Bro, how you can't blame Sarri? Just look at Chelsea's managerial record. They play for one season, then they don't want to play. The players run the asylum at Chelsea. It's as simple as that. A lot of them, well, a few of them have been there for a long time, and it's not like they've set the standards for any new player coming in. Like, listen, these are the Chelsea standards. It's just, listen, you're a superstar or whatever it is. You've been bought by Chelsea. You're getting paid. Let's just go out there and just play out here. The manager, if we don't get along with him, we run stuff around here. He will go at the end of the season. They'll replace him.
But then they haven't bought anyone of significance this season.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. And I think that's Abramovich pulling the purse strings a little bit. It's not sugar daddy time this year and whatnot. So for me, with Chelsea, it's their structure. At the end of the day, it's their structure. So once you look at the Chelsea structure, it's coming to an end. That's what it is about Chelsea. See, when Abramovich came in, he was the new wave, basically. There was no Man City, there was no oil money like that, and no one to compete with his money. But now there's someone to compete with his money, and Man City are coming with the structure as well. Yeah. It's now exposing the Chelsea structure in how they do things. You can't just keep chopping and changing managers, letting the players run the asylum. Because this is what ends up happening towards the end.
All right, guys, I'm going to do something I haven't done before, yeah? I'm going to do a call out, is it rather? Yeah, so I'm going to call Stelios. Stelios is a Chelsea fan. I want his take on the game. Yo, Stelios.
Yo.
You're live on a Team Talk podcast. What are you saying, bruv?
I'm good, man. First.
Are you good, really? Are you really good, or are you good?
I'm alright, man.
Are you good?
Obviously, listen, it was a bad result. It's a very poor day. It's what it is, man. But
how like? Were you happy with the lineup that Sarri put out?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think, to be honest, tactically he set up all right. Yeah. The issue is we found ourselves a goal down through a stupid error in 3 minutes, and that changed the scape of the whole game, because that allowed City to play their game. You get what I'm saying? When City decide to play, we're going to keep the ball at the back, and you have to chase them, then they're going to dominate, especially against our style of play. So yeah, I think we're on the back foot the minute we went to go down.
Why do you think the players away from home they just crumble? It seems because this is not the first time we've seen this season away from home. I mean, you didn't get battered against Arsenal, but the scoreline didn't show it. But you were definitely not the better team at the Emirates. Then you lost at Bournemouth as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is what it's hard to put my finger on it. To be honest, like it's one of them ones. I know against Arsenal they were definitely the better team. Against Bournemouth, I think first half we were winning the game. Second half is when we capitulated, kind of like the first half today. So I think it just comes down to a catalogue of errors, which when you look at it, you can't really put down to tactics. You just have to put it down to personnel. I mean, I've said it for the past few years. For the past 2 years now, our problem's been recruitment. And I think that now that we're approaching the end of the season, we started the season off really well. But now when depth matters, that's when you're seeing the real issues showcase for Chelsea, because we haven't had that depth this season.
Are you a fan of the Sarri ball or the manager rather?
I mean, if you want me to be honest, yeah, it's people are very. I think they're being way too premature to be like, look, Sarri ball doesn't work. This is that. Look, my only reservation of Sarri is, again, like when we go down, what are we going to do? Like we need to be able to approach the game differently and maybe change things up a little bit.
Stelios.
Yo.
What is Sarri ball?
Yeah.
That's everyone keeps mentioning this Sarri. What is it that we haven't seen before?
It's a keep ball type play. Like, I mean, it's obviously it's back in focus, but it's about if we have the ball, the opponents don't have the ball, so we're in control of the game. You get what I'm saying?
That's
Louis van Gaal ball.
That's simple football. That's every manager, innit? Like,
how was he at Napoli? Like, did you watch Napoli when he was manager?
Yeah, so I'm saying, if you watch, okay, so the first season I watched Napoli was last year. I didn't watch him the season when Higuain banged as many goals, because I mainly watched Juventus if I watched Serie A. Yeah. But last season, if you saw the way they played, Jorginho instead of mid, was fine. I get it. Like the Premier League is a lot more physical for him, so he's probably struggling.
Oh no, go on.
But then when you've got like Kante, for example, they have a player called Allen. Allen does exactly the same thing Kante was doing last season, and he does it effectively. I don't think Kante's been bad this year. Like people say, he looks average. Yeah, I get it. He's a DM, and he obviously make us better defensively if he was a defensive midfielder. But it doesn't agree. It doesn't like suit up with the style of play that Sarri's trying to implement at Chelsea. You got to give him time. Like if he has a philosophy and it's proven to like get results in another league, give him time.
Stelios, basically what you're saying is Kante should be playing in his best position, isn't it? Would you say the same thing?
No, he's saying Jorginho's...
No, because like Kante is being played in a position that he can play, but is not proving to be that best position.
He said be patient with Sarri.
Yeah, so wait.
Be patient with Sarri ball. Jorginho has to
so you would keep Jorginho in for the rest of the season in that position?
Or would you put Kante?
Okay. I think no. I think in some games it works, in some games it doesn't work. If you look at the start of the season, before anyone knew who Jorginho was, bro, we went how many games unbeaten? Everyone was saying this guy is a baller.
Nah, because I remember the first game was the Community Shield against City, and City messed him up.
No, I'm talking about the Charity Shield. Everyone was poor that day. Everybody was poor for Chelsea that day.
Bro, nah. Look against Bournemouth, Against Bournemouth, like they literally just went, Jorginho's gonna play here, we'll play ahead of him. Like he was irrelevant. And it's just an easy fix. It's such an easy fix where Jorginho is being neutralised by like an average player, like what's his name? Like the Bournemouth kid. Brooks. Yeah, he just neutralised him because he played on the other side.
Respect Brooks. Listen.
No, he's a good young player.
Dan, I'm gonna have to let you go. But yeah, man.
I'll show up on the show next week or so, and then we.
Hold on, next week. Yeah. No, you know what? It would have been the perfect time today because, next week because the Liverpool, Chelsea.
United Liverpool next week.
No, we got Man United. Have got Chelsea in the FA Cup on Monday. So yeah, come on for the preview of that. Yeah, all right then, love ya.
All right, nice.
Cool,
Take care, boys.
cool. Guys, that's enough Chelsea talk. We can go on for days about them. Let's talk about City, man. Pep Guardiola was definitely trying to prove a point today. He could have called the dogs off at 4-0. Who they got in midweek? Have they got Champions League or not?
Yeah, they got Champions League.
No, because you know they split up. So are they? Cause yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know United are playing, but I don't know if City are playing.
Maybe they'll.
But basically, he was definitely trying to show that, listen, because that was a message to me when I watched that, and that tab said they were flawless.
That's not a message. That's not a message. That's just City, because they did it against guys like Burton. It's just whatever. It's just whoever can get
Burton
it.
are not Chelsea,
No, but
though.
what I'm saying is that they doesn't stop. This is what I'm trying to say. They just keep going to the final whistle blows because they're just all about goals. What's the point in keeping the ball? Do you got?
But they were doing that. They were falling off at parts.
No, but what I'm saying, obviously, that's just to get your energy back to burst again, do another, because you can't burst for 90 minutes. That's not how football
Pep
works.
has literally gone to his players like, if we're gonna score goals, let's go and score goals against like Burton. Like they wanted 10, they got to 9 and they kept going. Like it's not a situation where they literally go, oh, we can't score more goals, let's stop. Like we've already won the game. They will keep going and going and going. And then with Chelsea are a top club. Like to be like annihilated by 20 minutes in a half. Like who like what's the point? I was ready to turn off TV.
Showed levels. Yeah, some Chelsea fans walked out. Their section was looking empty.
Bro,
you rarely see that in an away game where they're.
Summer, it's a long journey from Manchester.
You know what? Actually, before we talk about City, because I don't think we could go really in depth with it. We'll talk about the title race, but yeah, Hudson-Odoi was on the. he was left at the matchday squad, but he travelled. Yeah, but he was ill. They said.
A lot of players do.
Now there's reports that Chelsea are trying to, secure the back, get him to sign, and they want to keep him. Coach, we got inside the info, man. Talk to us.
He's 18.
Talk to us.
18, innit?
Talk to us, coach. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, it's not an inside info I can give like that, but yeah, it's the same thing that everybody else knows. To be fair, they're just trying to keep him. He has been ill recently and whatnot, so that's why he probably travelled with the squad to see if he can make the bench. Probably didn't feel great, and he just didn't make the bench. Otherwise, there's no point in travelling. Do you get what I'm saying? He wouldn't have travelled if there was no chance of him playing or anything like that. But the situation with him is the same. They keep upping and upping the offer, and to me, I'm saying that if I was to advise Callum, which obviously you don't need no advice from me, but if I was to advise Callum, I would leave regardless of the money, regardless even if they say they're going to play you, because all they want to do is stamp you down for 4 or 5 years, so you can't move anywhere, and they've got the control. But right now, he's got the control. Going into the summer, he's got 12 months left. So that 35 that Bayern was offering, in January, that can now go a bit lower now. And stuff like they can up his wages or whatever it is, because what's happening is Bayern and people like Bayern and Dortmund, they can give you more of a structure as to what's going to happen in the next 2-3 years. With Chelsea, you don't know what's going to happen. Sarri might like you, they might go and get an ex-manager, he don't like you, now you're not playing, now your fees just all over the place where people can't even pay for you and all that sort of stuff, and you won't be playing football, but you're tied down to a 4-year contract. That's where Loftus-Cheek missed out. Early they wrapped him down to a long-term 60-70 bag contract, and obviously his agent probably told him take that because it's guaranteed money for the next 4 years and whatnot. And look at him now, he's coming on for garbage minutes. That's what he's coming on.
When you look at guys like Sancho, Reece, they're playing in Germany every week. Like that's good football. It's not even like
Sancho had a mad game this weekend. Actually,
Sancho had a mad game, and he's enjoying his football. He's actually free, like from that English mentality of like you have to grind every game, like run up and down. Like in Germany, like looking at Sancho is free to do like he's literally playing like he's playing in the park with his friends. Like Hudson is at Chelsea right now thinking like I can do better than this. Like the youth structure at Chelsea has been to buy the best youth players, put them in a team where they win, and then without any hope of getting into the first team.
so them on in that.
Like because in the first team, like you have to be a player that's bought for a lot of money. And
But yeah,
They told what you're saying is correct, but I know they told him different going through the system. So what I'm saying is that this is where the disconnect comes in, as in like they've told him, yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. At first, It was like he needs to be on the American tour, so that was a good indication for me whether he's going to stay or go.
Who was saying that? Sancho, Hudson's people.
It was being said that he's got to go on tour or whatever. So I was looking when it come preseason, he was going on tour. He did go on tour with them, full tour, full first team squad. So I knew what was basically going on. They have already told him that yes, you will get your first team minutes, but they thought he was another Loftus-Cheek or another one of these Chelsea boys that are just searching for money. The boy is a special player, and he's not gonna. The people around him are not gonna allow him to waste how special he is, because they know the money will come to him. It's already showing now, and he ain't even doing much. And so imagine if he's in a top team like Bayern and stuff, because Bayern have told him the business. They've told him the business, what's the structure, what's going to happen. Cool, no problem.
I'll give you an example. A good example is Ryan Brewster. Ryan Brewster was in the Chelsea youth setup. Where is he now? He's literally on the fringes of being in the Liverpool first team. And you know why? Because the Chelsea structure was if you are not a top player that we buy you, we're not going to put you in the first team. You can be the best youth player, but that transition into the first team is very hard at Chelsea. Because they're so used to that mentality where the chairman, Abramovich, as much as he's done good for Chelsea, taking them from being a team in the mid-table into a top team, he's literally gone, we will take you up here because we will buy world class. But then it neglects all the youth players.
No, but they're not under. The youth players are not under no illusion. That's the thing. We have to just remember that these youth players are not dumb. They know what's going on in the first team.
They're getting paid 10 grand.
Yeah, they're not dumb. But at the end of the day, football is a short career, etc. They know what Chelsea's about. It's about using Chelsea's platform to their benefit. The good ones do. And the ones that are just fall into the money trap and all that, this is what happens to them. But Callum is not a player that's going to fall into that money trap. That is for sure. So Chelsea can keep throwing whatever money at him, but I guarantee you, if there was some sort of miraculous U-turn that Callum was to sign for Chelsea, trust me, in black and white writing, before he signs, there is stipulations about how much minutes he's getting on that pitch, how much games, guaranteed games, he'll be playing. Otherwise, there's no U-turn going on. You can throw the money at him and they keep doing it, but it's not going to work.
That's refreshing to hear, man. I like to hear that as well. Players actually wanting to play football.
No,
but
you can tell.
Anyway, listen. So let's get back to the title race then, yeah? So Carragher, I think it was Carragher that said it, and he said, Man City, they've gone through their kind of test in terms of, there's going to be more tests to come, but they've got the wins against Arsenal, Chelsea, albeit two weakened sides, but teams not on form. But now it's Liverpool's turn, because Liverpool now have to play Man United now. They have to go to Old Trafford. Yeah, they've got some tough fixtures coming up as well. They've got the Merseyside derby. I know Everton. They got Everton. I think it's a midweek game. I'm not sure, but I know Everton are not on form. But anything can happen in derby. So it's first of all, I was at the game on Monday, West Ham versus Liverpool. It was a good game actually. West Ham were up for it. Liverpool, I don't know.
Told you about them games now.
Yeah.
Before October playing West Ham, easy.
It's a different. So basically, it's now about the result now. Yes. It's about the result. It's about the 3 points. Can we get the 3 points? Can we go to London Stadium and get these 3 points? And they got the draw. They drew against Leicester before that as well. So kind of, I know we can't talk bottle talk. There's no way, because they got back to winning ways against Bournemouth, who's a tricky game.
No,
Bournemouth can play,
A tricky game away from home, away from Bournemouth.
Yeah, it was at Anfield. Yeah.
Come on now, Eddie Howe's team away from home. No, that's the perfect team, because he's not coming to Park, no boss.
He was looking to frustrate. I watched the match. He was looking to frustrate, but Liverpool found a way.
He ain't got the players to frustrate no one.
There's a few injuries in Bournemouth. There's a few injuries. You got, I think it's Fraser. Fraser's out injured.
Brooks is out,
and who's the other guy?
A couple other people, yeah. But
a few injuries.
So anyway, so Liverpool won. But do you think they're gonna? How do you think they're gonna do in the coming weeks?
Let me tell you, I'm a Man United fan. Yeah, I'd rather City win the league, because Liverpool would not stop talking about it. They already started talking like they've won the league. I think City will push it through, because Liverpool, they're bottlers. Simple and straight. they're just butlers. Like they haven't got the guts to push it over. It showed up in the Champions League final when Salah got injured. Like their hearts just went down. The next person you got is like Henderson. Like all them players have not won anything. They play good football, which is what everyone likes to see, but they haven't got that winning mentality to cross over the line. So I think City will do it because City, like, they've just gone through like a big struggle. But now,
Liverpool. I know it's FA Cup and Carabao's going to come to an end soon as well. But obviously City got a lot of games. Don't you think Liverpool can kind of rest players? And
have you seen City's squad?
It was mad that they at 4-5-0 they brought on Mahrez. Sané didn't even touch grass. They brought in David Silva. It's crazy.
In terms of Liverpool, I'm not. Like my biggest thing is pure rivalry. That's what it is. Whether they're bottle jobs or whatever, that's down to them. But me, it's pure rivalry because Liverpool, their success came up like our success came through. A lot of youth team players, they got the history, etc. The reason why Man United fans, I can only speak for myself, that I'm not fussed with City winning because I know it's a sugar daddy that got them there. They ain't got that real history. They only started winning titles now. When are they going to reach 20 titles? I don't think Pep's going to be there if they ever reach 20 titles. That's my whole thing. But me, our rivalry is 20 titles versus 18 titles. I don't want them man to get 19. Yeah. That is our real rivals. It's not Man City. Yeah, for all Man City fans out there, I don't see Man City as rivals. Yeah, they're up there, top team right now. Cool. Liverpool are our rivals. Simple as that. And I want them to bottle it, shank it, wet the bed, whatever you want to call it. Just Man City, just go and do your thing. Yeah?
It's mad though, man. I hate both of them. But yeah, I get you. You're right.
No, I hate Liverpool more than I hate Man City.
Let's not be biased, man. There's Liverpool fans that listen to this. Shout out the guys. No. I know a couple that listen to this podcast.
They can
Liverpool
listen
fans.
to it, but Liverpool has to.
Another team that's in the title race, man. Tottenham. Let's call it what it is.
Oh, the entire race this week. Is that what Podge said this week?
This week.
Is that
what he said this week?
Did he switch it up against it? Leicester's a very important game for us if in the bid for the title and all.
Podge said that.
Yeah,
no, that's good though. That means he's finally talking about the title.
This is what I'm saying about.
You can't go back now and say, it's not about the title.
What I'm saying is that this is what I'm saying about Podge fans like you. When I say that, when I say that they wet the bed, and you say, but look what he's got. This guy flip flops every week about what his ambition is. Flip-flops every week. It's not about trophies because trophies is
an ego. It's an ego thing.
Now all of a sudden Leicester's a big game in terms of the title.
It was a big game. He's not lying though.
He's not lying. But what I'm saying, pick us. What are you in? Are you in?
He's in now. He's in.
Okay, but what I'm saying.
And left to me, I'm going. Wait. Left to me, I'm going Spurs. I'm going Spurs to win the title. I'd rather Spurs win the title.
No.
Wait, you won't rather Spurs win the title than
Man City take it.
You rather City take it over Tottenham.
This is the consequence that Man United fans, when we're in London, we're labelled as glory hunters or whatever. This is the things that we have to deal with in London. I can't deal with Spurs fans. I can't deal with them.
I don't mind Spurs, No. I actually don't mind Spurs.
No. I can't.
I appreciate Spurs' football.
All that banana throwing and all that. I'm not interested in none.
Don't put the whole club.
No. Listen. I'm not putting the whole club. But what I'm saying is that I know a lot of Spurs, man, and I can't deal with them because each week they're like Podge. They keep flipping back and forth. This week,
that's loyal fans again by what the manager said.
No, not loyal fans. What I'm saying, when I tell them, you're in the title race, you're third, you're 5 points. Yeah, I know, but we always end up flopping. So we're not really.
Yeah, and that's rightly so, though.
But guess what? When I'm in another football group or whatever, when Son's scoring and that, yes, come on, 5 points behind the leaders. Okay, but before the match, I was speaking to the same guys and they were telling me, it doesn't really matter this game. And
you got to realise they haven't been there before. So like,
this is before.
Leicester, yeah.
Chelsea.
But okay, they're not there regularly,
no,
yeah?
Leicester won it.
They lost it against Chelsea.
Yeah, they lost it. They're not there regularly. So it's like, I respect Spurs with the way they play. I love the way they play. Yeah, I like Pochettino.
You don't respect Spurs. You respect Pochettino.
Yeah, I like. What is it? Wait, so am I wrong to like Poch? That's what I don't understand.
No, before Ole came in, he was literally like Poch every day.
Yeah, and it will still be Poch, but
no.
But
why?
Solskjaer has to continue. Like I have to see that it's not. I have to see that. Yeah. We'll go into that anyway. But with Spurs, yeah. So basically, you're just writing them off, saying there's no way they can make any charge.
There's no way, yeah. Like Spurs
With the players that they lost, they no Dele Alli, no Kane. So look at all the top teams.
That's 2 players, yeah. That's 2 players. You're looking at teams like City. City have a squad. Like you look at the moment that Dele Alli, like it was Kane first. When Kane went out, and then Dele Alli went out, everyone was like,
and then Son went.
Like Son went to. Like,
but they still won. They still won. They still got points. Are you not rating that? That's what I'm saying. No, they lost their players.
I just want them all to be on the same page. That's what I'm saying. Just say you're on the title race. But some of them say yes, some of them say no, and then it's just back and forth. Look, the manager alone lets you know what the club is like.
I know that at Man United, Poch wouldn't be talking like that. He will say, yeah, at this club, trophies is what counts.
Listen, we'll get on to that. But
yeah. Alright, let's go to that now, man. Let's go to that now.
Spurs have found themselves in the title race without even knowing they're in the title race. So it's a situation where Liverpool have dropped points, City have dropped points, and Spurs have just done what they did, and they found themselves in that title race, and are thinking, oh shit, we got a chance to win. But do they have the legs? Do they have the mindset? Like they weren't thinking about winning the league. But now,
and that's why I rate that, because their objectives, they weren't probably top 4. Like what Levy probably told Poch was get top 4, get Europe, a bit of money. They're doing well, man. But yeah, let's talk about United, man. 4th place. I know you don't care, coach, but I'm impressed. I am impressed. 11 points off top 4. Yeah. If you started the season when Solskjaer came in, 8 games in, Solskjaer will be top by 22 points. Like, we are on form. Have we not got a United? But let's all be happy here, guys.
All that if buts and maybe talk. I'm not interested.
Let's be happy though. All right. So let's talk about the game. Did you watch the game first of all?
Why are you so negative?
The reason why I'm negative is I can't believe I'm gonna even say this. I was backing my boy Nacy. Yeah, and the last time when he was talking about the importance of coaches and whatever, look how these boys are now just turning it on. I don't want to hear all this stuff about. Listen, I get the whole Mourinho thing, so you don't need to bring that up to me. I get that. Solskjaer's bringing a different sort of spirit into the club. He knows the club inside and out, etc. But I'm saying that them boys, yeah, have shown me that you can play. Do you get what I'm saying? They've shown me that you can play. You can give some effort. Not this whole Chelsea attitude. We don't like the manager, so we're just not even going to play for the badge.
Who didn't play for the badge?
None of them.
So what? Newcastle 2-0 down at Old Trafford. That's not playing for the badge.
What I'm saying is these are the same players, though.
Yeah, the same players that were down 2-0 at Old Trafford and they came back 3-2. Is that not playing for the badge?
Besides that game,
You're saying besides that game, Crystal Palace. I recall Crystal Palace game. They came back.
You know what I'm saying in terms of the Mourinho tenure towards the end or whatever. I'm not saying it's all the players' fault. What I'm saying is that what I'm seeing from the players now, they could have given a little bit of that when Mourinho was.
What I'm seeing from the players, is players that are now playing to their strengths. Okay. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay, so this is my whole thing.
That's what I'm seeing.
So this is my whole thing. I'm even looking forward now. Yeah, I'm not looking at this once again. Everyone's looking at this 12 games, 11 games, rare. I want to be where City and Liverpool are. It's
impossible right now when Solskjaer's in. So there's no point getting there and then going, oh yeah, I rate it now. Let's talk about the potential.
This is what I'm saying. The reason why I'm not gassed about 4th, what does 4th do for you?
No. I'm not talking about 4th. I'm talking about the how we've closed the gap since Solskjaer's come in. What I don't want is now we win the league next season. You go, now I rate Solskjaer, man. This is what I'm saying. We don't.
It's not about winning. You got to be in a race.
That's what I'm saying. He's come late and he's only been able to win.
All right. Can I say something? Yeah. Since Solskjaer's come in, like all these games that we've played in the Premiership, like he's been first. Like he's won so many games. Like our form is first.
Yeah.
Like for all the games that we've played, all the tests. Like first it was he's only played Cardiff, he's only played so and so. Like yeah, you should be winning them games. But we came against Tottenham, we won that game. Tough as it was, but we had to play to our strengths. Solskjaer has just come in, changed the whole mentality. It's not even a system.
It is a system as well.
Yeah,
he's changed the system.
He's changed the system, but it's the mentality of the players. Like the players now are more free to do to literally go out and play football.
No they're way out front now.
Yeah. Look at Pogba. Pogba is not playing as a central attacking midfielder who has to run to the back to defend because he knows that he's got Herrera.
Yeah. That is, I'm gonna hold my hand up. Herrera was one of the names that I said we shouldn't sign an extension. He should be sold. Like he's not good enough. He first came from Bilbao, was a ball playing midfielder, came in, under the tutelage of Van Gaal, Mourinho, he became like a kind of break-up play. Then when he got the ball, he didn't know what to do. Herrera right now is key in this Man United team. So I put my hand up to say I was wrong on Herrera.
You're getting my point confused. I think Solskjaer's done a very, very good job. What I'm saying is that my thing is with the players is what I'm trying to say.
So what do you rate about Solskjaer then?
I'm talking about their attitude. I'm talking about their. Listen. I'm talking about their attitude, especially with guys like Rashford and Lingard. You've come through the youth system. You come through the academy, so you know what that badge means. Maybe not other players, but you know what that badge means. And their attitude when things weren't going right for Mourinho. And once again, I told you Mourinho's mistake was not. He wasn't playing PC enough. He was trying to do Mourinho too much. He wasn't playing PC enough. So what my thing was. Lingard and Rashford, any players that play for this club, if you think they're falling below the standards, you need to raise those standards. That's what all the other old United players kept guys into. Yeah, they kept them to a certain standard.
What did you rate?
Your attitude has to be right. Their attitude wasn't right. Now all of a sudden, Oli Solskjaer is now God. So he's coming there. Everyone should just go and play free.
No. What did you rate about Solskjaer then? You said you rated Solskjaer. What did you rate about him?
In terms of the spirit.
No, so what?
What Solskjaer's done. He's let everybody know the Man United standard. That's what I like. That's what I like, because he's gone out on an interview and he said, I've given my vision to Woodward, and the vision is you should be looking at titles. That's what I've told Woodward, and I love that in him.
Do you think Mourinho didn't look at titles? It's just Mourinho had a system that is rigid. That's it. Like, you have to play the Mourinho.
Have you seen Mourinho's record?
No. His record doesn't mean nothing. Like, your
it doesn't
record
mean nothing.
It doesn't mean.
I get what Tabs is saying. He's saying. You can even me. I was one of those people as well going, oh yeah, but Real Madrid scored 100 goals. Like, we're talking about Man United. What we've seen at United.
Like, what matters is today. Like, he's not moving with the times. Like, Mourinho is literally like, I've won this. Like, every interview, if he loses a game, he goes, oh yeah, look at other managers. I won more than them. What are you winning today? That's what's important.
And when he went wrong, he was blaming the players. Players are not going into games now.
But this is what counters my whole thing. Where we shouldn't get fixated on that, because at the end of the day, would you? No, but what I'm saying, would you say Klopp is up with the times?
Klopp is up with the times.
Why has he won?
It's not about winning. It's about the
football.
No.
You just contradicted yourself.
No,
Coach. Mess yourself up.
Coach, no, I'm not messing myself up. I'm telling you about the style of play. Like, you have to play with the times.
Is it the style of play?
No.
Which one is it for you?
No, Mourinho.
Which one is it for you?
Mourinho was rigid in a situation where the players weren't feeling comfortable to play football.
Bro, players are not scared now of missing a chance, and they're gonna get bollocks in the media.
Do not go to the point where you're saying, "Oh, what's he won?" Like, what are you winning today? What's your goal for today? Like, because any manager,
you said Mourinho's not up to the times today. Correct. Yeah. Is Klopp up to the times?
Yes, he is. Right now, Klopp is going for a title. What's Mourinho doing? No.
I'm talking about what he's going for.
No. What has he won? He hasn't won nothing. But is he challenging? Mourinho was not challenging for nothing. Okay. He wasn't.
Okay.
So it's like, wait, Coach, look, what Tabs is saying, he's not lying. Look,
listen. Hear what I'm saying. I'm saying what you're saying is roundabout right.
No, but you're blaming the players.
No. Listen. It's roundabout right. The reason why I've always said this about Mourinho, instead of he was trying to keep players to his standards, he wasn't trying to keep players to the Man United standards. That's why you said you love the way Solskjaer's come in and not talked about himself, but spoke about the club. Right. He's come in and said, boys, I don't care who you are, where you came from, what you did with Mourinho. These are the Man United standards. If you don't meet those standards, okay, if I'm in charge, you can see yourself out.
Mourinho
That's what I've liked. So
Mourinho had his standards, which are history. Yeah. Solskjaer has come in and said, guys, we need to play this type of football. This is the football we're gonna play.
Fast,
Man United way. Like, you're guns blazing. Mourinho just said, like, Mourinho, even when you got the job, he said, if I'm winning 1-0 by half time, I'm telling my players to hold that 1-0. I'd rather hold the 1-0 than go risk it. Like, Solskjaer is literally like 1-0. Like, we have to keep going. Okay. We have to keep going.
So wait, Coach, I'm going back to what you're saying. So don't you think you're too harsh on the players then? If we've said everything of why we rate Solskjaer, wouldn't that affect the players then?
Listen, I'm talking about the attitude of the players, not necessarily tactics, this and that, because every manager is different. The attitude of the players, the lack of effort that they were not giving. Listen to what this is what I'm saying. We always love giving these players these easy reasons. Oh, Mourinho was rigid and he's not up to the time. So the boys can't give effort and they can't work hard. Rashford and those guys. Go and chat to Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes. When they came up through the system, there was a standard that they set. Any foreign players that were coming in, Varane, Van Nistelrooy, all these guys that were coming in and out of the team, those guys set the standard for any player. Cristiano Ronaldo, you want to do all those step overs and this is the Man United standard, and it was kept there. People like Rashford and Lingard, I don't think they understand the responsibility that they have as academy players going into the first team. I don't think they understand the responsibility. But guess what? Solskjaer's done now? He's come in and placed that responsibility on them.
Who's the manager in the academy? Nicky Butt has took those players, put them through the system. Solskjaer had
the head of recruitment that just came.
Nicky Butt was in academy. He was under 18s. He's had Rashford. He's had Lingard. Lingard went through Solskjaer. So you can't say that these players do not know the standard for Man United. You can't say that. Because then they've gone through Louis van Gaal, David Moyes, who was a shit, he's irrelevant, yeah. And then now they've got Solskjaer. Solskjaer is Man United through and through. Everyone forgets that. You've got this Man United way of playing, but when you're playing under a manager, it's like being at work. If your manager says, "I want you to work this system," you go wherever you go. You go to your computer, you go to your desk, you do whatever to play for that manager, to do what that manager wants. Mourinho had his way. His way was, "I want you to play like this." We could be 2-0 up, but Mourinho will want you to track back instead of attacking.
What I'm saying, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. But that's what I'm saying.
You're saying that these players did not have the heart. They had the heart, but they had to play it to this manager's standards. Mourinho's standard was, we are winning my way. It's not winning the United way.
So what I'm saying isn't Mourinho's standard number one? All his teams that he's ever played for, he always talks about working hard first. Yeah.
He was at Real Madrid, the same team that's gone and won 4 Champions Leagues. Yeah, Mourinho had his standard, which was, we win this way. He fought with Casillas. He fought with Ramos.
Ronaldo.
What are you saying? All manager.
What manager's perfect?
So
look at Sarri now. Sarri ball.
Sarri's not fighting with any players in public.
What do you mean? He just went and told all of us that Hazard's not a leader. So what are you talking about?
What do you mean he said Hazard wasn't a leader?
He not just say that on TV. Hazard is not a leader.
I don't remember him saying that.
No.
He said Hazard's not a leader. That's why they came to Hazard in his post-match interview
laughing,
and he started laughing. He's like, "No, listen, the coach can say whatever he wants. I just play football." That's what he said. That was his response.
But you're saying
we're gonna listen. Another one. We're gonna. This is another thing. We're gonna wait. Bro, relax. Yeah. This is another thing we'll just be going over and over again. What I actually wanted to talk about was the game. I don't know how it went to Jose, United and Man United new. Let's look at forward now.
In terms of the game, professional performance.
Okay.
I think it's a professional performance. Fulham are down on 2 knees right now, and you just got to keep them there. That's what it was. And the quality between the two teams is, I mean, even look at Martial's goal.
Martial, by the way, who signed a new contract. He wouldn't have done that a couple months ago. But I'm not going to bring that up. But yeah, Martial's goal was beautiful, and that's United, man.
No, but this is what I'm saying. You see, you keep saying. See how now recently you keep saying that's United. But this is where I rate Solskjaer. He's come in and set the standard for all these guys. So that's why I said Pogba ain't got no excuses no more. There's no excuse no more about
Pogba had a solid game as well.
But what I'm saying is that he's come in, and that's the biggest thing that I've liked about him. Number one is the spirit that he's come with, and number two, he keeps talking about the Man United standard. Yeah. When he's talking about when people like you are talking about fourth and all that, he don't talk about fourth.
No, I'm not praising fourth.
No, I know you're not praising. I'm saying you're praising the run. Cool, and that's got us up to fourth. Cool, no problem. But what I'm saying is that he has come in and set the standard. That's the biggest thing for me. I like that with a manager. Yeah.
Can I say something about this fourth thing? Yeah, you've got your goals. Solskjaer's come in when we was 11 points away from fourth.
And his goal was fourth at the time.
The goal was
what is
fourth.
fourth to you, man?
No. Right now,
We're only going by what they've said to him. That's it.
But why have they said that to him?
Hold on.
It doesn't matter what Solskjaer done in 66
Hold on.
months.
You can't aim for like first place. Like this is a smart goal. Like smart goal.
Realistic, it's not smart, it's realistic goal.
Like, it's
a realistic goal. You've come in.
This is your goal for now. Like today, this is your goal to get to fourth.
At the start of the next season, it's not going to be fourth. That's not the goal. So you have to look at what.
Listen to what I'm saying. I get that, but what I'm trying to say is that Solskjaer was in a win-win situation anyway. My favourite phrase, he was playing with house money. Listen, what you don't understand is that you see these months.
House money.
You see these months that Solskjaer's got to the end of the season. If United didn't play well or they didn't get in the top four, who are we going to blame?
The players.
This is what I'm trying to say. So right now, when you are putting that sort of, the target was, he's brought in to get top 4. He wasn't brought in to do that. He was brought in to set the standard with Man United. He was brought in to lift the spirits at Man United, and then the rest has followed on after that. Because at the end of the day, we're 11 points behind Arsenal. If Arsenal are getting a few wins, just like we're getting a few wins, what are we talking about now? We're still talking about 6. So it's obviously other teams have flopped for us to close that gap. So he's done his job in terms of winning those games, which he's done very, very well at the end there. And obviously he's got the bigger test coming up.
I'll say something about Solskjaer, yeah? Like he's had an easy run in. Let's talk about the games that we've played. We should have been winning those games like back in August when the season started. Solskjaer's come in and he's won them, and he's won them in a good fashion. Like the way that we're playing football, that's the difference.
So do you think that's the only reason why we didn't win them games, because we're playing different football?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you play when you play against those clubs like Burnley and those teams at the bottom, you need a manager, to psych you up. As the players that we have, you need a manager to literally hold your hand through that performance.
Hold on.
You can't get yourself up.
Are you a footballer?
What do you mean? No one here is a footballer.
Exactly. So you have a manager that gives you like motivation. Like he will set you like your motivation week in, week out, and then he'll put. It's not even a generation.
I'm not going to agree with that. Because as a player, you play for the.
No. We are individuals. We're individuals outside of the game. We only look at like, oh yeah, you're getting paid this, you're getting pampered like this, you're this. Like it's like society right now. Everyone looks at like the new generation, like the 21st century generation, as like snowflakes. That's what we have to deal with. Like everyone right now has to be cuddled. Like players right now are not the same players that we had in '92 when the Premier League started.
Facts.
Right now you have to deal with a player in a certain situation, because if you don't deal with him in a certain way, his agent, his family, whoever is influencing him, whoever is in his ear will tell him, like, you know what, you don't need that shit. Go to another team. Okay. Like there's a team that's winning. Go and play for them. It's easy.
But guess what? That's wonderful. Yeah, that's wonderful. But if I'm a player and I need to get myself up for playing against Burnley, and I play for Man United, Old Trafford, lights, all that sort of stuff, and I need my manager to get me up. Wasn't Fergie's famous phrase? Come on, boys, it's just Spurs. Come on, boys. That's the Spurs have changed, but that was the Spurs from back in the day where guess what? If you're Man United with that Man United mindset, you're going out and it's Spurs. That's what he's telling you. That's what his team was. That's what his team talk was. The great Alex Ferguson team talk against Spurs, a professional football club, was, guys, come on now, it's Spurs.
So you go against.
So he knows. Guys, look at your chest. Look at who you play for. If that can't get you up, you don't need to be at this club. And that's my whole thing in terms of the new generation and new players like Lingard and Rashford. You have an extra responsibility coming through the youth team. They have to set the standard. Rashford ain't no young boy no more. I mean, not Rashford. Lingard ain't no young boy no more. He's like 24 now.
He's 26.
No, he's like 24. I don't think Lingard ain't 26.
I think it's 25.
Lingard is not 26. I'll go and check.
Lingard's a grown man. He acts young. Someone check that ASAP. Lingard's not a youth anymore, fam. He's not a youth anymore. Quick, check that.
But what I'm saying is that those guys have to keep the standard. It's very important that the guys that come through the Man United way and the Man United Academy, this is what they've got to do.
You are stuck in the old ways of like, this is a player that's come through. No one cares about that no more. Like
Man,
players are
just
yeah.
contradicted yourself.
No.
Tab said the 21st century, the players they have to be
don't
cuddled.
care about-
They're not the
saying
same
is-
way.
What I'm saying is that if you're saying that Solskjaer's not doing that, this is what I'm trying to say. You not listen to Solskjaer's interviews when he talks. He talks like, yo, this is the standard.
But then the players have also come out and said, yeah, Solskjaer's had one-on-ones with me, showed me how to shoot, and
Okay, but
not how to shoot, but going through
What I'm saying,
sessions.
the difference is, so the,
26.
Lingard is 26 years old, bro.
The difference is, well, that even makes it worse for him then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying the difference is that, yeah, they're saying Solskjaer's had one-on-one talks with me and all that, but then one-on-one talks could be the same talks Mourinho's having with them. But the only difference is,
way
once
you
again,
talk to a player.
no, it's not how you talk to a player.
it's how you
definitely
listen
delivery.
to what I'm saying. The only difference is that it's not out in the media. That's the only difference. Solskjaer could be telling Rashford the same thing that Mourinho's telling him. Listen, bruv, when you're in front of goal, you can't just be flicking your foot like that. That's not a top striker. Right?
Mourinho will do that in public.
Mourinho will go and show it.
Semi-pro goalkeeper.
Mourinho will go and show it with the arms folded, turning around.
Which is not good for the player.
But this is what I'm trying to say. So that's what doesn't work for Rashford. But Rashford might be getting the same information from Solskjaer. But guess what? Solskjaer ain't gonna say it on TV.
Let's segue into, because are we done with the Fulham game then? Yeah. Let's segue into Rashford, Mbappe. I'm not saying they're the same class. I'm not saying listen to me before let me land. Tabo, you're just erratic today. I'm saying Rashford is the kind of young hope for United. Mbappe, for me, best young player in the world. Like, how do you see it? Who?
He's 20 now.
Who?
Mbappe.
Yeah.
Is he 20? How was Rashford?
Rashford 21.
Okay, both are gonna spearhead their attacks on Tuesday. Big game, Man United versus PSG. Yeah, Cavani's out.
Why injury? Yeah, he's out.
So Cavani's is ruled out. Okay, so that makes it even.
French football is
Bro, let me get to what I was getting. So let's talk about the game then. PSG come to Old Trafford. Coach, now we're gonna see what Solskjaer like. Let's see now on the European night. Yeah, this is what I've been waiting for, and I'm looking forward to. Like now, I look forward to Man United matches, and I'm looking forward to Tuesday.
I think you will relish it because what have you got to lose? Who thought he was going to beat PSG anyway? So I think it even plays into his hands, Solskjaer. As like you said, Old Trafford night, under the lights, Champions League, the anthem's playing. Boys, this is what playing for Man United is about. Yeah. Playing big teams like PSG at your home. Let's see what your character's like. What are you like? What are you saying?
Yeah.
That's what I think is going to play into his hands.
Will Rashford deliver the racehorse?
Well, he got rested on the weekend, so I'm guessing it's for the PSG game or whatever. But we just got to see. We just got to see. That's what I said. Listen, for me, Rashford will go one-on-one the keeper. All he has to do is open up his body like Martial does, tuck it in the corner. But
Martial's the best finisher in the Man United team.
He'll flick it with the outside of his foot like an idiot. But then guess what? but then you'll get the ball 30 yards out and smash it top corner. That's how Rashford is right now. He'll get the ball, smash it 30 yards away, top corner.
Why?
But because he's inconsistent like that.
No. So wait,
not a top striker.
I want to put this on the podcast now. Yeah, let's have not like a bit where when will you stop calling Rashford a racehorse? Like let's have a target.
Sorry.
When-
Can I ask a question, please? Why do you call him a racehorse?
Because I don't think Rashford can work good in tight spaces, and it just proved my point today when you were trying to compare him to Sterling today. Please don't chat about my boy Sterling like that again. Yeah. So all you man trying to compare.
Is that when he did that thing on the side? And he
What thing on the side?
What are you talking about? What close space? Are you talking
No.
about?
What I'm saying is that in tight spaces, I don't think Rashford works well.
I'm saying.
So I'm saying that when Rashford has green grass in front of him, that's why I call him a racehorse.
What I'm saying, I watched the full match today. There wasn't something that Sterling did that I can't see Rashford doing. No. That's tight spaces. The tight spaces.
What I'm saying is that I'm saying I've seen Sterling do it for years.
But I've seen Rashford do it.
Yes,
so you saying he
no,
can't do it in tight
no.
spaces? Can he? But he don't do it enough, or can't he?
What I'm saying is that I'm not saying he can't do anything because you can work on your game.
Sterling needs 10 chances to do one thing.
But what I'm trying to say is Sterling's not a striker. But what I'm trying to say is basically with me, I think Sterling's an all-round better player. That's me. Yeah, that's just my opinion right now. And I've seen Sterling do it over seasons. And people talk about, well, he's playing for Man City and look who he's playing. No, I've seen him do it for Liverpool, going for a title. When he was 18,
I want to get back to Rashford. Can Rashford do it in tight spaces?
What I'm saying is that with Rashford, I haven't seen the consistency. I've seen 12 games. I've seen 5 games not good, and then I've seen a couple games good. I want to see it for 8 to 9 months. So guess what? When you have the centre forwards like we did with Van Nistelrooy and certain centre, you are the centre forward. There's no question. There's no nothing. It doesn't matter what game it is. It doesn't matter if it's a game where you need to hold up the ball, whether we need to play counter attack. Rashford, you are our main striker. It doesn't even matter who we buy.
Rashford's hold-up play is not there yet.
No, but what I'm saying is that when he gets to that level, that's when I'll start rating him as an all-round forward, because he wants to play as a striker. Yeah. If you want to play as a striker, there you go. That's why I said.
I'm sorry to say, Coach, you're waiting for Rashford to peak. That's where you're looking at.
No, I need a.
Wait. Before Tabo carries on, because you're gonna carry on. I listen to the fans of the Team Talk podcast. A lot of people say it's almost like you wait for the player to become the finished article before you go.
No. Guess what?
You don't see the potential. Like,
let me give you an example. When Harry Kane first burst onto the scene, Tottenham first team, when he had that wonder season, I was the same player. I was the same person saying Spurs fans don't get gas. I want to see it for a second season. That shows consistency. So when he done it for the second season, I'd hold my hands up. I say, listen, this ain't no fluke season. This not no Kevin Phillips season, 30 goals. What I'm trying to say with Rashford, people see it in spurts with Rashford. I want to see it with seasons.
Okay.
So even if he gives me one season, another good season, that's why I even go back to even Lukaku when people diss Lukaku. You can diss him as much as what you want, but he's been at lower clubs where he's had good seasons as a striker and he's giving you 20 plus goals on a consistent basis. So don't disrespect a striker like that, then try and pump up Rashford, who's had a few games.
Rashford's been playing winger. Like now,
he's done it at West Brom too.
He banged on. Lukaku banged on. Tabs, your football knowledge, bro. What's going on? Your football knowledge?
At West Brom, he had a good game against Man United.
We're all over the place right now. Where was we? Where was I even talking about? Rashford, yeah.
Rashford,
Wait, not Lukaku.
What I'm saying is similar to Kane. I want to see him. I want to see him have a good season or two, consistent, not perfect, not peak season.
So you're not gonna give him you're not gonna rate him on what he's doing now. You're just gonna wait till he's got another season on his bag.
The way people Are you gonna let me answer the question?
No, I'm gonna say you're gonna wait until he's done it twice, and then you think, oh, you know what, he's actually good. Rate him for now. He's doing his job now. That's it. Like, he's good.
A new manager, a new system. He's doing his job.
I'll tell you right now. I think it's very disrespectful when you compare Mbappe to Rashford. Fair or not? Fair or not?
Much fair. 100% fair.
Thank you.
100% fair. Mbappe's a different level. Mbappe's. I didn't compare them to. I just put it that because because there's a lot of shouting. I'm just gonna say, you can laugh as much as you want. Tomorrow in the papers, you're gonna see a picture of Rashford and Mbappe.
That's
not Sun. Everywhere, Metro. You're gonna see the comparisons.
Same thing, like on that Mbappe.
I don't think they're in the same category, by the way.
Why?
Mbappe's done it, bro. Mbappe's done it. Mbappe's done it.
What did you just say?
Mbappe's done it.
Mbappe has done it.
World Cup final, he's done it. Nope, he
has not
ain't
peaked. But
and that's a scary thing.
But guess what? Mbappe has been consistent from a very young age. That's what I'm looking for.
Like Mbappe from a very young age. You're talking about an 18-year-old right now. He's still young. Rashford, like, he has to do it every time. That's fair. Like, he misses a lot of one-on-ones. He does it. Mbappe doesn't. Like, so when you're saying Mbappe versus Rashford, I'm thinking, like, this is a non-starter. Let's not even go there, because Mbappe is levels above Rashford.
But what I'm saying is, why are we not comparing them? Same age, no?
No, let's not compare them, because it's there to see. There's nothing to compare.
Let's move on to the game. How would you set up if you're Solskjaer? Would you go with the same?
It's not rocket science. Just go with the same thing that you've been doing.
Same
thing. What are you gonna change?
No, but okay. So Jones and Smalling, that's who played against Fulham.
What
so
I'm saying is that please don't start with the Jones and Smalling thing, because that's upset me.
That's who played against Fulham. I'm asking you. You're saying unchanged.
I'm saying that thing there upset. But we're gonna stick to the game. That thing upset me anyway. But Lindelof and Bailly. That's you.
So Lindelof and Bailly. And I think, like, with Mbappe, with the way he's so explosive, you're gonna need Bailly. You can't have Jones up against Mbappe. You need someone that's gonna match him physically, physical wise. Like,
we don't watch a lot of French football, but there's been a few games where Mbappe has flopped. Like, recently.
Every player, no players.
No. I'm just saying, there's a few games that, like, he's flopped. But because we don't watch French football, like, we can't say, oh yeah, he's flopped. In a big stage, Mbappe will come and shine. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The way I set up United defense, sure, Lindelof Bailly, Dalot. That's it.
I won't play that lot. I'll play young. But go on. And that's exactly. Go on, Tabo. I want all the smoke. Go on. I want all the smoke.
Please do not even go young, yeah. Because
Young is another player. I'll put my hand up. Young is another player that under another manager. It just seems like the system.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Like the guy's a utility player. Is a senior player who does his job.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
Midfield three. I think it's fair to say Matic, Herrera, Pogba. Can we talk about that midfield three for a second? Yeah. I know I did. I spoke about Herrera earlier, yeah, but with the way Herrera's playing, yeah, you know, like I think we've only conceded 2 goals when he's on the pitch, because we've conceded 4, but he wasn't on pitch for Burnley game when we conceded 2. Yeah, but no, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. The Burnley game when we conceded 2, I know it's defensive errors, but he just wasn't on the pitch. What I'm saying is, the way he gets about now is giving Pogba more of a freedom. Now Pogba's not. It don't feel like Pogba's playing in a flat midfield three. It seems like he's playing proper like further on central, and he drifts wide. Herrera's proper helping him out.
Can I say something about Pogba? Yeah, Pogba has always been doing the same thing that he's been doing now, but now he's got goals.
I don't think he was, because Pogba under Mourinho will be further back. He'll pick up the ball and he'll be a quarterback and spray it. We're not seeing Pogba doing that anymore.
Like when Pogba had Ibrahimovic in front of him, like Pogba was putting a lot of passes into Ibra, but he missed the chances. Ibra would miss, like strikers would miss chances. But now Pogba is a bit more forward. He's getting those goals. He's got penalties as well. Like he's scored 4 penalties now, which is up this tally.
He's arriving in the box late, which is
like and his goal today. It also shows that
yesterday.
Yesterday. It also shows that Pogba is literally like playing in positions where Mourinho would never allow that.
Right, we're not gonna go back. So the front three. What front three are you going for? Are you going Alexis? You bringing Alexis in or not?
Nah, you just gotta keep the same front three: Rashford, Martial, and Lingard.
What's PSG's back for?
Well, Marquinhos looks like he's gonna play in the middle. So
because Variety's gone. It's not.
I think they got the young French kid left. I forgot his name, man. He come through the academy. I think that's his name. And they play 3 at the back. I think they play 3-4-3. So they'll play him, Thiago Silva, and I forgot the other player that they play at the back.
Thiago Silva is a very strong guy. Imagine Thiago Silva against Rashford. Rashford has to use his brain rather than his football knowledge. Like, because Silva will literally kick you in the back, make you know that I'm here. Like, he's one of them players that he knows his positioning and he knows how to deal with any striker.
What's a good scoreline? First leg. What's a good scoreline?
2-0.
2-0's a good scoreline. What do you think is going to happen? That's what I'm asking.
I think there'll be goals. I don't think both teams are great defensively when you go at them. So, me personally,
Liverpool.
I would go with scoreline. If I was being bold, probably 2-2. 2-2.
That's not a good scoreline, though, isn't it? Two away goals. Yeah.
But I just think both teams will attack.
Like, Liverpool done the same thing when they had to win against PSG. They came out.
It's 3-2. That was a close game.
At them.
And if it was both legs, they would have lost because they lost in Paris.
Yeah. So it's literally like it's gonna be. I'm with Coach 2-2 because both teams will go out guns blazing, and like anything goes.
United have to come out there guns blazing. There's no point in trying to be cautious or whatever. You're not trying to go to France with listen, a great result would be 0-0. A great result would be 0-0.
No, a great result's 2-0, but
no, great, obviously a good, but to me another.
So you think United can win in Paris?
No, trust me.
It's a tough
trust me. You score goals in that team. You score goals in that team. Trust me, you'll score goals. It's just when we have the chances, we have to take them. That's what it is. It's just that's what it's going to be. But I would right now, if you was to ask me, I'd take 0-0.
Are you confident in Rashford to do it?
Well, I'm not confident because he's not been consistent for me.
That's fair. Okay, cool.
That's all it is.
That's fair.
Player of the month.
That's fair.
So he's consistent.
That's fair.
His form.
Hey, what is there any more football or we've done? Did you watch boxing?
Which one?
Javonte Davis. Tank.
That's come on, man. That was the guy that filled in for Abner Mares.
Yeah. Floyd's guy. So what? Who's in that weight class? Is that Frampton? That's not Frampton in them, man.
No, is it Frampton?
I know they're all short, but
I'm not sure Frampton's in that. I'm not sure. I know Lomachenko is the one above that 135, but they're avoiding him. But apparently he's gonna fight that Japanese fighter next.
Which one?
The one that Floyd just fought.
That guy
On rinsing or whatever.
The 40-year-old.
No, the kickboxer.
Yeah.
That's who Javante Davis was gonna fight next.
But it's
In
an
Japan.
exhibition, isn't it? It's not. It's an exhibition.
I
It's
think
not.
it's an exhibition. Yeah.
Even Floyd's exhibition made him money.
Yeah, but Javante, I don't know what Javante's doing. He's trying to go for greatness. You're fighting exhibition like you're retired.
It's funny, like, you got guys like Okoli's fighting what's his name, Wadi Camacho.
Yeah.
Like Wadi's got the Commonwealth belt, which is like Commonwealth. Like, come on, like that's old English. But he's got a belt that like Okoli wants to fight for.
Do you rate Okoli?
Do I rate him?
I want to keep it a buck. I don't really rate him, you know.
I don't rate him.
I just think he's a messy fighter, and he finds a way. He finds a way to win. Which you have to respect that. Boom, his record's doing well, but I feel like against a slick operator, I think Boazzi and him can fight potentially, innit? They're the same.
But I don't
He
think.
needs to up it because Okoli's cruiser, innit? Like he needs to get to light heavy.
Light heavy, yeah.
But Boazzi,
Boazzi will outbox
no,
him.
I'm talking about Boazzi. Like there's Yard, like Anthony Yardi.
But he's on BT Sport, so I don't
he's
know how
on
that's
BT
gonna work.
Sport, and Frank Warren keeps getting him into like these non-starter fights, fighting in Brentwood, fighting in Leicester next time. But I think he's got a great coach, like in Tunde J is like is a great like trainer and everything. But I think he just needs a good promoter, because Frank Warren is just working all those guys on BT Sport like it's nothing. Like he's literally just going, oh, you know what? Got another fight. I have to make my 18 fights that I signed for BT Sport. We have to make a show.
They feel the show. It don't matter.
What's the thing? When they fighting again? Eubank and
Oh, you met the girl. They did a face off the other day.
I can't watch
I actually could. This is how mad it is, yeah. I saw it on YouTube, yeah, and there was nothing to watch. And I saw the thumbnail. I thought, okay, the girl Eubank Junior face off. Let me watch this. Before I clicked, I said, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna get a headache. It's just bare talk. But get the date for that fight.
23rd of February.
25th of February.
They're the British version of what's his name, Broner. That's what I feel, bro.
Hey, Bruno was ringside for the Javante fight, yeah. They showed him, and it's almost like, because the comments were like, yeah, you see, this is what Bruno could have been, blah blah blah. Bruno turned around to his friend like, yeah, easy work. You can see that he was hurt. Like he's thinking, now you know what, yeah. Like I got this young boy here doing this, like taking it seriously. He might be outside doing whatever he's doing, but I'm here.
That was Broner. I don't even know. Like, how do you even go on camera and say like I won that fight? Like you saw it. Everyone saw the fight. Like you got a whole Vegas packed in. Like Manny Pacquiao is just fighting to make money for Bob Arum. Like who?
No, Bob Arum's gone now. He's not with Bob. Yeah, that's why he's fighting.
Mayweather, Al Heyman.
Is it?
Yeah, bro. He left Uncle Arum. He left Uncle Bob a while ago.
Pacquiao doesn't even need to be fighting. He's a senator.
Yeah, Bruno, I think he's, for me, I've cancelled him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've cancelled him.
Same with Eubank and the girl.
I haven't cancelled them yet. This is the fight. What, Eubank Junior and the girl?
Eubanks is a joke. Like he's just fighting for his dad's name. That's it.
No, Eubank. They say that he doesn't listen to his corner and stuff like. It's called Eubank.
He didn't
Junior.
have a corner when he went to fight the last fight against like in a what's that series thing? Like he didn't even have a trainer. Like so, you just think about it.
But now he has. Do you reckon he can? Or do you reckon it's too late? He's stuck in his ways that he can't, adapt and listen.
The girl just wants the money.
I think the girl wins that.
Yeah, definitely.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's run rings around.
The girl's done it, man. He's done it. Yeah, he's done it. The girl wins that for me.
Even in sparring, they've done plenty of sparring. That's where the animosity comes from. I think the girl's gonna win it.
Yeah. Well, that's boxing done. It's not boxing.
Listen, NBA. You mean hitting about the trades?
Or
NBA trade deadline. The whole Anthony Davis.
I actually missed the deadline.
Obviously Lakers are after Anthony Davis, innit? So
Yeah.
they threw a couple trade offers to New Orleans to give them all the young players, Lonzo, Kuzma, all them guys. But obviously it was just lingering on. So these guys were still playing games. Wow, they might be getting traded when the game is going on and all that. So they didn't know. So Lakers been playing bad and all that sort of stuff. But the trade deadline's gone. New Orleans said, boy, we're not trading him. So they've kept him now.
So is Anthony Davis going to play the remainder of the season?
Yeah,
though?
I think he is. I don't think they're going to sit him down.
You think the fans will boo him?
Who else they have? They don't have no one else. So
And they got
who? Close to Anthony Davis.
no, not close to Anthony Davis. But
Who you got? Drew Holiday.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Come on, man. That's not even. It's not even worth even saying it in the same sentence. But yeah, he's going to play the rest of the season. But I think he'll end up going Lakers. But now everyone's just waiting for free agency. So now this is what everyone's saying. The All-Star game, you know, they do a draft for the All-Star game. It looks like LeBron has chosen all the free agents that are coming up: Kyrie, Kawhi, Anthony Davis, KD. Who else did he choose?
He's trying to build a Avengers. He's trying to build the Avengers at Lakers.
So everyone's kind of clocked it like, raw, my man drafted all the free agents that are going to come up 2019. But the Greek freak, I think he drafted all the European players. He was just saying, yo, I'm trying to give it up to the European players, all the guys that fought with me last season, because he's got Curry and all those guys there. So, but yeah, it looks all right, man. It looks all right.
Did you watch Boston Lakers game?
Yeah.
Game of the season.
Mad.
Game of the season so far. My favorite. And I'm a Celtics fan. Bro, LeBron's IQ, yeah. I know. Let me give him his credit. His IQ is top,
He moves
up
at his
there.
own pace.
Yeah.
That's what. Listen, he knows I'm not as athletic as I was 10 years ago, whatever. But you can just see the aura he's got on the court. Like, if you want
see the
to
bit when he
double me,
yeah.
then I'll just dish it off. No look pass. My teammate's got a free pass. I'm not one of them Kobe, Jordan sort of players.
try to
Like,
get through everyone.
I have to do it. I have to finish it and all that.
IQ's mad.
IQ's mad, man.
Did you see the bit where the ball was getting off and he saved it?
Done the bounce.
He got the ball back and then sank the free. The whole stadium was like, the whole TD guard was like, come on. And then I thought Kyrie won the game. Yeah. And then Rondo gets the ball and then sinks. Oh my God.
But the thing about it's so funny that even watching LeBron's frees now, he don't jump, you know. You don't see him take free. He don't jump. Like there's no sort of. So it's just mad right now. But obviously he's coming back from an injury. So, but like I've always said, man, he's the real MVP, man. All that nonsense about James Harden and all that. He's the real MVP. Man. Simple.
T, I know you don't watch NBA, boy. I had to get my NBA bag for a second.
No, I was all about the NFL, man.
I guess I didn't even cover Super Bowl. But I know Rams. Shout out Kroenke. Shout out man like Kroenke. Unfortunately, he didn't win. But he's going to pump more money now that they didn't win. He's going to pump more money in. Double back.
Like Rams just came from nowhere.
He's got what?
He's gonna have to pay the quarterback soon
Oh, is it?
because he's still on the rookie contract.
Like, basically, NFL is a good system. Like the draft, like the worst team gets first
system,
pick.
Don't say it's a good system.
It's
a slave.
Explain the.
No, basically, NFL, like you're saying slave system.
Why
You
are
got
you saying
about 70% of players in NFL are black. Yeah,
But no black owners.
But no black owners. There's no black CEO. There's nothing like that. So that's a race situation that we are not gonna get into. But the good thing about the draft, like the worst team has first pick, so they will pick the first player in a draft. Like it's either
So basically, a lot of teams win instead of like how in the Premiership, like we have like 4 or 5 regular
The
winners.
reason why I don't like that system is because teams can literally lose on purpose, knowing that the best player in the draft is coming up. So you not lose on purpose, but teams don't care about winning so much. There's no relegation system. You play the same sort of teams every week, so there's no real pressure like that.
It's America. It's America being America, which is we're the best. Like they call it like Super Bowl, you're the world, like football team, like whatever. It's like a World Cup for them, but it's a useless system. It's like calling the Premier League champions like the World Series League winners.
But you said you like the trade though, the way they
Like
do
the
the trade.
trade. The trade is a good thing because it's fair and the system is
And
well
in terms of
balanced.
wages, they can't just spend mad wages. They have to have a cap.
There's a cap, but you're saying about wages. There's a cap, but how much money is being pumped into that system when players are getting like 100 million for a 5-year contract? Like it's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money until you find out how much the owners are making. I'm pro players all the time. I don't care what players. I don't care if Sanchez is making 400 grand a week or not. What's the Glazers making? That's what I want to know. What's Stan Kroenke making? So I don't care about all these players. It's just that we just see it on TV. He's playing 400 grand a week and he's only kicking around the ball. What the hell's Kroenke doing?
Yeah.
He's making.
What the hell's the Glazers doing? What are they doing? Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, when it comes to the NFL thing, I hate the whole trick because guess what? If you're a top player coming out of college, top player, you have to go to a their team and wait for them to rebuild. And while you're waiting for them to rebuild, you're on a rookie contract. So you, for the first 5 years, you're on dead money for your talent. You're on dead money.
No, it's dead money, but it's a lot of money still.
No, to
that's
us,
the thing.
man,
Yeah.
but to the industry that they're in, it's dead
to the
money.
industry. But the good thing about like the American system, which I like, we should be introduced into like English sport. No, is the fact that those
Samo,
kids,
you don't want that, boy.
like Samo, you can't play in NFL unless you got a college degree.
Oh, come on, what's a degree?
No, no, you're looking at it.
I would be all for that, if they paid them when I was in college.
Exactly.
If they pay you while you're in college,
what?
that's to me slavery.
And they earn millions. The colleges earn.
It's on TV. They watch college football, college basketball on TV.
Samo,
so
but
much
listen,
money.
just keep your mouth shut. We're giving you a free degree. We're giving you a full scholarship.
Like you're on a scholarship. Like
That's wild to me.
Housing is paid. You don't need. You don't.
Probably
You
90
don't.
grand.
You don't need to eat Indomie. Like you don't need to do nothing.
Bro,
like
it's
that.
illegal to give money to the players. I think that is crazy. That is crazy.
It's crazy.
Slaves, I told you, it's a slave.
But then if you're playing in college, you shouldn't be thinking about money. But
Nah, Tabs, you're finished.
No.
You're finished.
Can
No.
I finish?
I got bills to pay, V.
Hold on.
My family.
When you're playing in college, you shouldn't be thinking about money. But when you look at the amount of money that is being
making
generated
college
for the
football.
college, like you sit down and think
People are wearing their jerseys with their name on it. You're in college. They're wearing your name.
They're sitting in 100 grand stadiums, college
there's
games.
100,000 people turning up.
Nah, bro,
every
listen,
weekend to watch Alabama. Like, imagine that. Alabama's
But
got.
the coach is getting paid 5 point whatever mil for the season.
Nah,
But
the players should be
ain't
getting
enough
paid. That's
because guess
crazy.
what? You're gonna get traded. You're gonna get drafted, and if you're good enough and rare.
Another thing I don't like. You know, you can't even talk to the media about, I want to go to this club, I want to go to this team. You get fined in NBA. You can't. Yeah, NBA, but what? Probably NFL, you can't do that.
No, but the players signed off on that. That's why you can't do that.
Yeah, but my point is, well, how dare you tell me I can't talk about where I want to go?
But that's the whole American thing in terms of the establishment and the players. That's why people me personally, I rate people like LeBron because he says I want to go there and I will go there. I don't care about no trades. That's why he never has a trade clause in his contract. You can't trade LeBron. Wherever he goes, he has a no trade clause. Before we even start talking about money, there's no trade clause. So you can never ever trade me. I'll move when I want to move. That's what he's trying to empower the young ones.
Like if you look at LeBron didn't go to college. He was that good. Like he got drafted into the Cavaliers when he was 18 straight. Like everyone else had to go through that whole process of being like, I'll slave for you, Mr. Man, and then I'll do this for you, Mr. Man. But he was that good, and he's set himself. And shout out to LeBron because
hopefully he empowers hopefully he empowers the younger players to start moving that way as well.
But he's getting backlash from that, obviously from the teams and all that, because they're saying that he's manipulating stuff. Because obviously Anthony
he's
Davis,
basically an agent, you know.
Anthony Davis went to his boy who's an agent. So now that's why they're saying the whole he's manipulating certain things, but it's been going on for
It's
time.
controlled.
Agents-
They're just upset they haven't got control. That's it.
It's like boxing. Like you know how the whole red corner, blue corner side is literally Republicans, Democrats type of situation where they control everything from the off. So when someone comes in and changes the system, they don't want that. They don't like it.
Before we get out of here, Tabs, did you watch the UFC? I know, coach. Oh, you missed it.
Yeah, I missed it.
You didn't watch Anderson Silva fight?
Like, I saw the highlights. Yeah, like even when
that's a shame.
like it's a shame.
Good fight.
He's a
Good fight. I wanted that fight to be 5 rounds,
he's
man.
Like Anderson Silva is a legend. But
The GOAT in this team.
basically, when you think of UFC fighters, like when you see Anderson Silva, you have to give him the biggest respect ever. But even when what's his name? I forgot his name.
Adesanya.
Yeah, like after the fight, he was literally like it's like he's embarrassed to have.
No,
like,
he's basically
even-
passing the torch. The reason I like that fight so much, it was like a passing of the torch, and I wish it was within 5 rounds because it was too short. It's like you could see that they were ready to explode, but they hadn't really let it off yet.
Yeah.
But
Like,
I
it's
forgot it was.
literally like he was embarrassed. You know, you got your orders.
There was a bit where Anderson Silva stood there, and said, come. And Adesanya was looking at him for time. And the bell was going, the round was going.
thinking, I will finish you right now. But you're like
Anderson Silva still was, the way he was dodging them.
Yeah, he was there. Like, I saw the highlights. But
Wait, so what do you think now? Now Adesanya's won, They, you know the main event, Whittaker and Gastelum, they didn't fight. So, the title's up for grabs now because it looks like Whittaker's not going to be around for a while. So it's going to be. I'm thinking.
Was it thigh injury or something?
Yeah, hernia. So what do you think Dana should do? Do you think Dana should let Adesanya and Gastelum fight for the interim, or do you think Adesanya's not ready yet? Do you think maybe Romero should get the chance?
This is UFC. UFC is not like boxing with too much politics. It's literally, we've got a belt. Do you want to fight for it?
No. Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say.
I think Adesanya should go for it.
You think no, because it's not Adesanya's choice. It's Dana's choice. You got Romero. Romero lost to Whittaker in the second. He lost 2 fights against Whittaker, which is okay. That's fair. Yeah. But the second fight was close. That could have gone Romero's way.
But Adesanya, he's the one that has to go for it. Like, and the thing I like about Dan
is that on merit, or is that what? Because you think because merit, he hasn't fought. He hasn't
done it, but like he has to go for it because there's an opportunity. Like, good thing about UFC, it's not about the whole unbeaten record thing. Like, that's a boxing thing where everyone glamorizes it. With
UFC is very hard. That's why I rate UFC because you see when I started first watching UFC, Floyd was at his height as well. Yeah.
So you used to think.
So I used to think undefeated records. No. But UFC, you can get KO'd at any time. That's why I respect John Bones Jones because that guy, he hasn't lost. He got disqualified against Hamill, but he was winning that fight. He has not lost. Yeah. Do you get me?
So that's a good thing. Like, I think he has to go for it. Like, interim, like do that interim fight, and then you can go for the championship belt.
No. Okay, no. So what I'm saying, the interim fight is the title while Whittaker's out, and then when Whittaker's back, then obviously they're gonna fight for the title. So you're saying, in other words, there's number 1 contender spot.
Yeah, that's the interim, innit? Like, number 1 contender. He has to go for it. I think his team is going to be telling him, like, you know what, this is the next stage.
But like, when you see Adesanya, don't you think he's a bit like it's funny.
He's unorthodox.
No, I'm saying he's slim, but the reason I'm laughing is because Derek Brunson was like at the press conference with Adesanya, was like, yeah, you're too skinny, like you can't do nothing to me, blah blah blah. Adesanya messed him up.
This is mixed martial arts. Yeah, like it's an art. It's not like boxing where like you have to boxing is an hold on. No,
be careful what you're saying,
coach.
Be careful.
Coach,
why is it? I'm listen.
It's an art as well. But
mixed martial arts. It's not just the hands you have to be worried about. B.
But they can both be an art.
They're both an art. He didn't say boxing not art.
Boxing, you have like one
science,
one focus. Yeah, like one focus.
One focus, bro.
Mixed martial arts, you could be fighting someone who's jiu-jitsu, judo, or whatever.
Kickboxer.
You're another art as well, but you have to mix those.
That's why.
So you have to be expecting anything to happen. So that's where like UFC is different. It's brutal. That's what I like as well. Because
we'll see how it goes anyway. Adesanya.
Bellator is coming on Sky Sports now.
Yeah, I heard. You see, the cage fighting, martial is I'm telling you, MMA is a big sport now. Coach is not interested in MMA. He's a boxing purist. I love both sports, to be fair. But so yeah, man, it's been a good one, guys. Next week we'll talk about the preview of the Chelsea United game, FA Cup. And guys, also look out for the Team Talk Football Show. That's going to be coming back very soon. It'll be in the works. So yeah, have a good week, guys. Peace.
Take it easy.